behind closed doors. I'm a fool for your love.
Hello everyone, my name is Anthony and welcome back to the Anthony James Show here on Sports Fan Entertainment. Once again, I'm here with my NFL Power Rankings. The top 10 didn't move around too much, only one team moved more than 2 spots in the top 10. It's outside the top 10 where we start to question some things, but let's get right into it. Number 1, the Denver Broncos, which if I didn't have the Patriots as number 1 for so long, I could have made a strong argument to move them up to number 1. But the difference this week, the Broncos won, the Patriots lost. Broncos won handily against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I didn't question them to start out the season. I don't know why so many people question them to start out the season. Yes, I know it's early into the NFL season, but this is a 4-0 football team. They are one of the best teams in the NFL right now. That defense is still good. Who cares? Malik Jackson and Danny Trevathan are gone. Next guy up. This team is still good. Don't doubt the Broncos. Then number 2, the Vikings, just like the Broncos, move up 1 spot. Can't believe I have the Broncos and Vikings at number 1. This is the ideal situation. Just hope this is how it is come the playoffs. But for now, Vikings, I have them at number 2. They did probably as well as I figured they would against the Giants. Won by 2 scores. It was kind of close towards the end. Overall, they had a good day. If Blair Walsh didn't miss some field goals, it would have been bigger win. Oh well, a win's a win. 24-10 is a solid win. Vikings are looking good despite losing their starting quarterback and running back early in the season. Next, the Philadelphia Eagles. I actually have them move up 1 spot. Only reason, 2 undefeated teams lost, and one of them was in the top 5. Well, top 4 actually. It was the Patriots. They were number 1. So the Eagles move up 1. Don't like moving bye-week teams around that much, but in this case, they're undefeated. There are, outside of the Broncos, Vikings, and Eagles, every other team has at least 1 loss to their name. So the Eagles deserve to move up a spot. Next, the Seattle Seahawks also move up 1 spot. They are 3-1. Better start than they did last year. I figured they win the division. They're looking like it right now, even though they're technically not first in the division. Long season to go. They should finish 10-12 wins, somewhere around that. Looking good to start out. Then the Patriots, this is the biggest drop in the top 10. They moved down 4 spots. Could you say it's overreacting? Maybe. I still have them in the top 5. They are still a good team. Tom Brady's coming back, but they didn't score a single point at home against the Bills of all team. I'm not believing in the Bills just because they've won against the Cardinals and Patriots, but that's a game that should have been at least close. I understand they had their third-string quarterback in, so I'm not going to overreact too much. They're still one of the best teams right now in the NFL, thus they're number 5. But having Tom Brady back this week really is a good thing for them. Then the next 2 teams I have at the same spot as they were last week. First, the Packers. They had a bye week, didn't do anything this week, so I'm not going to move them. Next, the Steelers. They stayed at 7. Yes, they won by a lot against the Chiefs. I'm keeping them at 7 for now. Look at the teams in front of them. It's hard for me to move them up in front of them. It's just hard. This team's good, but there's a lot of other good teams right now in the NFL. Next, the Oakland Raiders move up 1 spot to number 8. They are 3-1, crazy, and if they were in a different division, they'd probably be in first right now, or at least tied. But the Raiders are looking good. They could sneak in as a playoff team. Should be interesting. I believe, it's been a while since I looked, but I believed I had them as a wild card team this year. That very well could be the case. Next up, at number 9, the Bengals. Yes, they won against the Dolphins, but they're back in their winning ways. 2-2, moving back up. They're in the top 10. They should be a playoff team, and I think they'll be a playoff team again. Then the Ravens, I move them down 2 slots. They lost against a Raiders team that's now 3-1, so that's not too disappointing. But this team is still 3-1, which I think is just crazy to think. I don't think this team will last long, especially when they get into the harder part of the season, but they could be around 500, which is good for them. Next, the Cowboys move up 3 slots. They're winning too. Good job here. I don't know why, but the NFC East is actually competitive this year. Following them, the Houston Texans won, and they move up 3 spots as well to number 12. Disappointed that it was as close as it was, but a win's a win. That's all that matters, and that's what the Texans did. Next, the Falcons move up 6 spots to 13. They are looking good. They had the biggest rise this week, tied with the next team, but they are just like this next team I'm going to say, are a surprisingly really good team this year. I wasn't expecting it. If anything, I figured the Panthers might fall, but like everybody, I had them winning the division. I thought the Buccaneers would be the ones to step it up. Indeed, it's the Falcons. Surprises me. I think it's in part because their offense has been really good, but overall, Falcons are looking decent. Same with the Rams. Of all quarterbacks, Case Keenum, which I think you say Sam Bradford, Carson Palmer, or not Carson Palmer. You say Sam Bradford, Carson Wentz, Trevor Simeon as surprise quarterbacks who haven't had a loss. This one's probably the biggest surprise, because who would have thought Case Keenum will be leading the Rams to 3-1? How long this will last, I don't know. But if they keep winning, I got to keep moving them up, and that's why I have them at 14. Then the Cardinals at 15, move them down 3. They are not looking good. Maybe I should have moved them down more. I'm worried about their season. I haven't hit the panic button yet, but I'm getting very close to doing so. Didn't have them going to the Super Bowl, though. Didn't have them winning the division, so lucky for me, but this season's not going as well as people were expecting. Next, the New York Giants. I kept them at the same spot. Played against a tough opponent in the Minnesota Vikings, so the fact that they were in it really in the fourth quarter to a little bit, then the Vikings scored right away, but at one point they were only behind by a touchdown. Didn't look fantastic, but you got to give them some credit there, so I didn't move them. Next, the Carolina Panthers, moved them down 7. Believe that's the biggest drop this week. They look pathetic against the Falcons. Only got things going late in the game. I'm just about ready to hit that panic button too. I actually predicted that the Panthers would lose to the Falcons, but they're 3-1. This is a big worry. Tied for last in the division. Falcons are 3-1, looking like they could run away with this division if they keep playing like they did. But they started out strong last year, so I'm not getting my hopes up on that. But I still have a lot of worries when it comes to the Panthers. Next, the Chiefs. They moved down 5 spots. They got killed in Sunday Night Football against the Steelers. Maybe I could have moved them down a little bit more, but they did not look good. In a division where you had the Broncos at 4-0 and Raiders at 3-1, you can't afford to lose a game like that. Next, the Bills move them up 5 spots. They didn't even let the Patriots get a point, and I don't care. They had a third stringer. That's pretty good. How good would this Bills team be? I don't think that good, but considering it looked like 0-2, their season was about to be done. Now they're 2-2, beat 2 quality opponents, 2 teams that were in the divisional championship matches. That's pretty good. The fact that the Cardinals were in the NFC Championship, the Patriots were the AFC, they beat them both. Surprising, but they're doing decent. Next, the Redskins moved them up 5 spots. They're in a tough division. It's not like last year where they're just going to run away with the division at the end of the year. They're going to have to fight, but they're 2-2 right now. We'll see how they do throughout the rest of the season. Jets, they're not looking good. Fitzpatrick had 3 more interceptions this week. I'm getting worried about them. Might have to hit that panic button for them as well. But they are not looking good. The Colts, they're not looking bad, but like the Chargers, and they're actually the next team. Oh, and by the way, the Jets fell 4 spots, the Colts fell 4 spots, and the Redskins moved up 5. But the Colts, they have close games. They're not winning the close games. You need to win the close games. They could be a 3-1 team. Instead, they're 1-3. They need to start winning. Luckily, I don't think the division's in the hands of the Texans, but they're 3-1. Colts are 1-3. You need to start doing something. Chargers kept them at the same spot, 23, despite the loss. This team needs to start winning. They could be at least 3-1. They should be 3-1. They're not. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, I do. The coach. They don't have that great of a coach. I don't know why they kept him. But they got the depth is not that good. But they haven't lost too many people yet. They need to win now if they want to have a chance at playing in the playoffs. And they're not winning now. They need to win now. The Jaguars move up 5 spots. Close game, but they won in the end. We'll see how the rest of their season goes. They really haven't started out that great. I don't even think last game was that great. They almost let the Colts come back. But, hey, at least they finally won. Just like the Bears, who just like the Jaguars move up 5 spots. They won against the Lions. Not that really matters. Neither team, I think, are going to be good this year. And the Lions, by the way, they moved down 5 spots. They're at 26. They are not looking good. The fact that they won against the Colts, they might not get that many more of them if they keep playing like this. They are not playing that good. The Buccaneers, another team not playing that good. Granted, it was against one of the best defenses in the defending Super Bowl champions, the Denver Broncos. They did not look that good, though. Dolphins moved down 2 spots to 28. Now we're getting to the point where I can say the same thing about all these teams. Dolphins did not look good against the Bengals. I am worried about their season. I don't think they'll be doing that well. I think I had them going 6-10. At this point, it's starting to look like they'll be lucky to get 6 wins. Next, the 49ers, they moved down a slot. Another loss. Now they got to play against the Cardinals. This is a winnable game because the Cardinals have not been doing well, but they lose this game. Not that 49er fans thought they had a great season to begin with, but I think you can officially say their season's done. Then the Titans, they looked pathetic. They lost. They almost came back, but this is, I mean, you hear from MJ all the time. This is not a good team. We'll continue to see it. I didn't think they were going to be a good team this year. Titans fans did. You're seeing why I didn't think they'd be good. And then, Saints, you moved up 1 spot. Congratulations. Only reason I even moved you up 1 spot is because you won. You can't, and I don't want to go on another rant on you guys, but you can't expect to win games by shootouts. I'm not expecting you guys to win a lot of games if you have to score 30-plus points on offense just to win. Look at the Vikings. They just won by getting 24 points. You need to be like that. I will be surprised if they have wins where the Saints do not score more than 30 on offense. I think that's their only way they'll win this season, and that's a terrible philosophy to have if you want to win football games. Saints won. Congratulations. You came back and won at the end of the game. But I'm not expecting a lot of those. You won for now. You're tied for last in the division, so you have that. But the Saints, they are still not good, even though they finally won a game. And finally, and I mean, let's say, I didn't think they were going to go 0-16. Nobody thought they'd go 0-16. But you got your win. So congratulations. You'll probably win a few more games, but still, Saints are not going to be that good this year. But another team who's not that good, the Cleveland Browns, last place. Although, let's be honest, they are playing competitive football. And that's why I haven't had them at 32 yet this season. But they're the only team without a win this year. Could be that way for a while, especially having to play the Patriots next week. But there's not too much positives. Although Terrell Pryor, you at least have him. He's a gem at wide receiver. Can't believe it. You need to get your quarterback, though, next year. Cody Kessler. He is not your starting quarterback in the future, that's for sure. But these are my power rankings for Week 5 of the NFL season. Tell me yours if you want in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like and subscribe to Sports Fan Entertainment. You can also subscribe to my channel, Anthony James TV. The link's in the description, along with my Twitter. I tweet there all the time during NFL games, so you can hear what I have to say while the NFL game's going on. But that's all I have for you today. I'll see you guys next week back here in Sports Fan Entertainment. And until next time, it's Anthony. I'm out.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.